Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I am taking a look at the Marvel Legends PS5 Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man. Now if you're a fan of the channel, you already know I have some very strong feelings about this figure, so strap in because it's gonna be a rough one. But make sure to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are if you pre-ordered this and paid astronomical prices to get it like I did, or if you are still on the fence. And of course, stick around to the end of the video to see all the photos I took because despite how much I am upset about this, I still had a lot of fun. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's get started with the head here. So as you can see, it does have new lenses on that kind of similar head sculpt. You can see very faintly it's got the layers, so it can do the movable lenses. Other than that, you got the webs, the red, pretty basic Spider-Man head like usual, nothing wrong with it. It is a weird, it's a different plastic than everything else, which is kind of weird. Then you've got that beautiful white emblem. Unfortunately, it's just painted on, not molded, but still looks really good. You've got the red. You've got this blue on here, which doesn't look bad. I wish it was a little brighter, but I get from the promotional art from the game, it does kind of look a little more pale. The muscles are great on the sculpt. You got the pinless. Everything there looks fantastic, even down the arms. Then you get to the forearms. So on this side, this little wrist piece is kind of faded, not painted very thick. But on the other side, it is. So keep an eye out for that. Seems like there's some QC problems for situations like that. And then you've got some more details with the white going around the inside of the forearm. And this kind of upsets me, but on the back of his hands, it's supposed to have a pad, and then each knuckle is supposed to be individually armored. And they just painted it all white. And I get not molding it, but to be lazy with the paint too pisses me off. Yeah, so then you've got, great muscle sculpt of his legs. Going down to his shoes, which have some nice paint detail on there with the red and white stripes going through the feet. And then to the back, you've got that little ditch for the neck peg, which is slightly unsightly. I wish they'd just go back to the old way with the... Yeah, but anyway, again, the white spider looks great. I love it against the red and the blue. Got the back of the little belt piece, his little booty. More of the muscles, those massive calves, like Spider-Man ain't skipping leg day. So yeah, a little disappointing. On to articulation. So the head gets tons of tilts, swivels all the way around. Decent amount up, not as far as I'd like it to go, especially with that ditch in the back. It goes pretty far down. And then arms go up just a little bit past 90 at the shoulder, spin all the way around, bicep swivel. Got the butterfly joint there, and get forward and back motion. Double jointed elbows, which are a little bit tight. There we go. Go about there. You can see it's pinless. And then we've got the wrist articulation there, forward and back, spins all the way around as well. Then you've got 2 points of articulation. You've got rotation at the top of the abdomen, and then you also have the ab crunch. So you can get tons of forward and back motion, which is great for Spider-Man. I feel like that is one major improvement of this body. This is my first time with the Renew Your Vows body, by the way, so this is all new to me. Leg goes pretty far out, forward and side. You got the thigh cut, and then you got double jointed knees, which there we go. Get that bend pretty far back. You got the cut the shin, which I don't like because it breaks up the sculpt, so I try to avoid using that. And then you've got the ankle pivot, which is nice, goes pretty far. It's a little tight though, so I might have to heat that up. He also twists all the way around, and you got the toe joint as well. So realistically, you can get him in almost any Spider-Man pose you possibly want, and it'd look good. I am both impressed and mildly disappointed in the Renew Your Vows body because it was super hyped, and maybe I'm just spoiled with MOFX, but yeah, it's still pretty good. Now for some accessories. So you do get one wall crawling hand. That's right, one, not a pair, just one, which is ridiculous. You get one thwipping hand, which isn't terrible, but still considering it's the same mold they always use, it's ridiculous. Then you get this web, it's clear. This one always confuses me. It's a nice sculpt, but then you get to this piece here, And it's got this handle, but we never get like a gripping hand with Spider-Man. So why does it have a handle? Then you get the traditional like spider web effects, the small one and the large one. Both are clear. Here's the small one, there's the large one. You can see this one's got a little bent up from being the package, so to fix that. But I like these. I don't like the clearness of them, but I like the walls. I really like this one, the like kind of over the shoulder capture mold. I don't like the clearness, so I think I'm gonna paint that white though. And this one I think is new. This one's supposed to go over his fist for like that punch, but I think it looks better to go over someone's face, like just a web effect. Size comparison. So here he is next to some other figures from the lines. We've got the J Toys Ryu, and as you can see, he is pretty substantially taller. Which comic book Spidey's supposed to be like 5'10", and Ryu's supposed to be like 5'9", so that is definitely more than an inch difference in their respective scales. So don't come in the comments. But anyway, this is all stuff that I looked up on Google to verify. But yeah, anyway. So we've got Mafex Spidey, who's a little bit shorter. We've got the Valaverse, who's actually pretty, he might be a little bit taller, honestly. Then we have our good friends Jon Favreau from the Marvel Legends line and the Pimp Daddy Destro himself. And they are both about the same size, if not a little bit taller. And then we've got the big old beefy boy, the Armadillo from the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure. And yeah, he's just massive. Last up is the box art. So I'm still not a huge fan of this style, but you've got the digital render on the front. You've actually got like the logo and stuff at the bottom. You've got that cool silhouette of him in the background with the white. And you got the white logo on top. You got another digital render on the side with the Gamerverse stuff. And then some art actually like in-game like art of him. Bottom has all the plasticless packaging nonsense. The back you get him all posed, and then you get the like accessories. Well, you can't really see that. Hold on, let me move this a little bit. There you go. Which here it looks like you're getting a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but it feels like you aren't. And then of course barcode stuff at the bottom. But yeah, I mean it's not bad. Out of the plasticless stuff, it's some of the better. Okay, so overall, I am very displeased. For $35 plus shipping, since this wasn't a mass retail release, I truly do feel like I was taken advantage of a little bit. I feel like this is the pinnacle of the price gouging era of Marvel Legends, and I usually am pretty supportive of the figures because they still turn out great, but this one, the fact that they took this incredible costume, upcharged it so much, just repainted a body they already had and used a couple times, no new sculpt except for the head, which even then like you can barely tell aside from the fact that the eyes are a different shape, and then the accessories, you didn't even get 2 whipping and 2 wall crawling, you got 1 of each. If you're a huge fan of PS5 or of just the PlayStation Spider-Man in general, and you missed out on the first release, and you don't want to shell out the money for a high-end figure like the Figure Arts one, or wait for a new Figure Arts one, because they'll probably do one, then I guess this is for you. But from a stance of someone who plans to eventually get the Figure Arts figure, but I'm really just waiting to see if they make a new one, this just feels like a lazy money grab. And yeah. But anyway, if you made it through this video and still enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out here on the channel, lets us know if we're doing a good job. Also gets you tutorial-related content in your feed with the reviews, the Let's Poses, the live streams, and the podcast every week. And of course, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and feelings are after watching this. Are you swayed one way or another? Are you as angry as I am? Are you feeling a little more positive about it? Are you going to pick it up? Let me know. Also, don't forget that if you'd like to help support the channel, you can head down to the link in the description below for patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we have several tiers of different options for rewards, including physical prints of the photos I take, access to some episodes of the podcast and other videos early, and even being a guest on our live stream. That's going to be it for this week. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.